Hello all and welcome to my 2 cents of nonsense, where today, like the title suggests, I will be arguing something that might sound a bit odd at first, but I stand behind because I do genuinely think that Independence Day Resurgence is kind of important. Incredibly flawed, oversimplified to a fault, and ridiculously dumbed down, yes, but important nonetheless. You see, just like the first Independence Day movie is about more than just aliens blowing human civilization to smithereens. I mean, there certainly is a lot of civilization kaploding in both films, but there is also more than that beneath the skin. Both of these movies are about global unity. Mankind setting aside our differences and uniting to conquer a challenge we could never handle divided. Which is why the casts for both films are so diverse, and many of the characters need to learn to set aside issues they have with other characters. And also why the first film had 2 sets of couples getting married just before the big squadron from around the world action set piece. And why this new movie has a gay couple so subtly inserted into it that you might not even realize that they're gay. These movies want mankind to all just get along and stop being so dramatic about the minor differences between us all. And with our world's current xenophobic political climate, we need more movies like Independence Day with messages about unity. You can totally argue that other movies should aim to be more intellectually complicated than the Independence Day franchise, and they totally should be. But director Roland Emmerich likes his movies to be easily accessible, which I know shouldn't be a crutch, but for now, I'll take it. Because you see, something kinda scary happened the day this movie came out. Great Britain, England, voted to separate from the European Union. Now, that's going to be a long, complicated headache of a process that'll take years to finalize, but one of the main reasons for it happening has to do with immigration. And where I live, the United States, immigration is a huge, divisive topic in our current presidential election. And this is what I meant earlier when I talked about our political climate being xenophobic. So many people these days are terrified of anyone that doesn't look like, think like, or believe like they do, and it's tearing our world apart. At the time of this recording, in addition to the American election and England not wanting to be friendly anymore, we are barely 2 weeks out from the gay club massacre caused by anger and hate bred by misguided religious extremism. I know the director and the studio didn't plan on the presidential election being a circus of cross-party hate and racism, or England separating from the EU, or the Pulse shooting, but that doesn't belittle the fact that the minds behind this movie wanted to tell a story about mankind uniting. And if anything, the fact that I can extrapolate so much from our current global affairs and so neatly tie them into the themes of this silly splody boom action movie and its predecessor from 20 years ago, I think maybe says there's a lot we could learn from the extremely dumbed down, silly, ridiculous Independence Day franchise. United we stand, divided we fall, guys. But what about all of you? Any thoughts on my thoughts? Have you seen the movie? What did you think? Whatever it may be, let me know down below. But if you liked what you saw here today, like, share, and subscribe, and let's all spread the word of my nonsense throughout the lands of the internet. But until next time, Lindsay out.